So here we are getting started on putting up the walls to the shed. It's a bit of a different format for this video, so please bear with the lack of organization to the footage that we have. Joe didn't do a whole lot of narrating. His priority was to just work away and get it done. So I did my best to follow him around and capture as much as I could to show you guys how we did it. So let's go have a look at the first video. We're building the second wall. I'm going to narrate for Joe because it's hotter than a frying pan. We fried our eggs up on the foundation before we got started. It's only been 11 o'clock in the day and it's already so hot. Joe's just working on the second wall. We built the first wall on the foundation because it was a nice flat surface to work on, and it was easier than building on the hilly grass. So the first wall is up, and now we're going to use that wall for a nice flat surface to build the second wall. So he's just lining up the studs. We're covering our wood because Joe says it'll twist in the sun. That'll be hard to work with.
That'll make a difference. Okay, so nail this one out.
There's the window header. What did you call those?
These are cripples.
Cripples.
Call them jacks. Cripples.
Nailing in the cripples. They call them what?
Some people call them jacks. It depends. Carpentry is different wherever you go, and the same thing is called 10 different things.
Well, we're calling them cripples. Oh, that's where the window is on that wall. Okay, coffee time. All the kids are up. All 4 walls are done. We've got one standing. It's just propped up to get it out of our way here. Thank you, baby. So the next task is that we get everybody out here helping and we stand up this wall. Got these things in the concrete, and there's a corresponding hole in the bottom of the wall. So we need to stand it up and put it on there, and then Joe bolts it down. And that's how the wall is holding on to the foundation.
So we're just sweeping off the foundation here. We're going to put some sill gasket on, and then we're going to stand up some walls.
What's this for?
In the future, if I decide to insulate this will give there'll be a gap between the wood and the concrete. This just seals it out. It's a sill gasket. They use it on houses. Back in the old days, they used to put brick mortar down, and they'd set the wood on that and do the same thing. This is just a fast way to do it. Okay, so we're going to stand this up. I think it's going to have to come down and land on these. We'll gently stand it up, and once it's straight up, we're going to pick it up and set her back on here. That's going to take everybody's everything to do it.
Fun.
Well, not fun. It's got to be away from the outside. Push, push. Up she goes. Don't let her tip, okay? Don't let her tip. Keep her up. You let her lean quite straight up. Do your job that way. Keep her straight up. Now, don't want to bend those legs. You're doing good. Ready? No, you can't kick it. You'll bend the bolt. Hold it.
Are your screws all on, Charles? Are your
Looks
bolts
like it.
all
Yeah,
on?
looks
Yeah,
like it.
okay, she's on.
Okay, hang on to her good and high. Don't let her come down.
He wants one.
I got this.
Now, I think we have to basically leave this open.
Get closer, show what he's doing. Daddy's gonna stop at the tree.
You got this? Got it? Hold that there.
James, watch what Daddy's doing, okay?
Levi, get out of here. Levi.
Okay, that was really fun. Both walls are up and braced so they don't fall down. You can see the tree. It was a fun windy day for us to do this. But now it's done. So now we get the back wall up and tie them in so she doesn't blow over and break our apple trees. Or us. Right, Charlie.
Okay, so as of right now, what we've done, we framed all the walls. If you look now, everything's stood up. We've got our sill gasket, which is that pink stuff underneath the wall. We put that on first. We stood the walls on top onto the bolts. And then we tied the walls into the top corners. If you look up there, you can see where they're tied in. Okay, show them that one too. Okay, so right now, basically, the next step might be put the roof on. But because it's high, and because we're putting a floor in here anyway, at about this height, the floor will give me a great space to work on for the roof. So I'm going to do the floor next. So the next thing we're going to do, lost my tape there, hang on. Okay, so you can see I've got these headers in here. This is going to be a window, I'll cut it out later, but just like this, there's a header here and a header here. My plan is to run the floor in. We're going to balloon frame this rather than stick frame it, which is another method we can go into later. But to balloon frame it, basically the floor joist will come in and sit on top of something, just like that. It'll be nailed to the stud and sit on top of something. But since there's only a header here, what I have to do is notch this out, and we'll go right along the whole wall. We'll set one of these inside the wall, so it's flush, like that. Okay? And then we're going to set our joist on top of that. And then on top of the joist, we're going to have 2x6 on the flat. So it'll be a real heavy floor. But it's for storage, so I want it heavy. Anyway, that's where we're at now. And I guess I'll do another update once we're past that point.